Yo, this is Zoe Williams, the voice of reason and the host of the ZOWHAT Morning Show. First and foremost, let me thank everyone who's donated to the GoFundMe page. But I have some bad news to report. One of our biggest donations has proven to be fraudulent. And of course, they took that out of our account earlier today. I'm really disappointed about it. They said it was some fraudulent activity that happened on the GoFundMe page, and it kind of hurt my heart because I knew it was kind of too good to be true when we got these huge donations maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, but now one of them has proven to be fraudulent, and I'm thinking that the other 3 may also be found that way as well. Needless to say, my goodness, we are in need of those donations to keep the high quality production that we do going. I don't know what to say about, who's responsible for it. I just know we got to keep pushing. I just know I cannot be stopped because of something like this. I just ask that everybody come together, coalesce around this cause, and donate to www.gofundme.com/Zoe Williams. If you appreciate the work we do and you love the shows that we produce, please, out of the kindness of your heart, continue to support. Thank you so much, and we'll keep it coming. Deuces.
Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
I'm a relationship hack.
Run up and get touched up, suicide. And all of y'all know my style. I excel, then prevail. Run up and get touched up, suicide, that's it. And all of y'all know my style.
Yay! These Mondays keep coming back. It's May 1st. Damn, 2017 is almost over. 2017 is damn near halfway over.
No, it's crazy.
Shit is moving. Time to give a fuck about you and your problems.
Quick as hell.
It's moving. May 1st, man. Summertime right around the corner. You don't have that long to get that summer body in shape.
Yeah, baby.
I know I'm out of shape. And then these two come in here with these.
Stop hating.
These.
We get some push-ups. Hey, between breaks, we get push-ups right there between breaks.
These motherfuckers got tight ass tops in this fuck.
Jumping jacks between breaks, baby.
Some people like smediums.
Smediums in the building. Shout out to Speedy, Donald Caldwell. He came up with the word smedium. One of his best comedic jokes ever. Hey, listen. Before I get into the topic, you already know what we got to do. We got to promote businesses. I love promoting businesses because I think it's the right thing to do, especially in light of today's topic, man. So what I'm going to do first, a couple of things I need you guys to support. Frank, I need you to pull up the website to do this. There's 3 or 4 things on my website that's very important that you got to support. Number 1, only 160 copies remain of the Relationship Dismount. I've been shipping them off. People have been chipping away, and I've been shipping them off. As soon as I get them, I try to package them up and send them out ASAP. All you got to do is go to my website, www.IamZoWilliams.com. Click the book. I will get the notification, package it up, ship it out. If you go to my website, there's some other things I need you to support. Number 1, the holographic relationship pre-orders. Pre-orders have been kind of slow, but that's all right. We're going to keep promoting. We're going to keep pushing it. Get over there now to my website, IamZoWilliams.com. Click books. Scroll down. You'll see the holographic relationship, a deeper look at the connection between God consciousness and intimacy. This, when I tell you, the Think and Grow Rich of relationship books. Very powerful work.
Grab that.
Gotta support that. Then the next thing I want you to do on my website is get one of the t-shirts. 50% Tupac plus 50% Deepak equals 100% ZOWHAT. Dope ass t-shirt design. Go support it now. And then the final thing I want you to do, as it pertains to me, that GoFundMe page. We took a major hit with that fraudulent donation.
That's the bullshit.
We had a fraudulent donation. The donation was for $5,000. And the email came to me as it was fraudulent. I had to send it back. We took a major hit. That shit hurt. Hey.
Damn,
you know,
James.
You know, and you know, you see an amount on the GoFundMe page and you think, oh, everything is okay. But you got to factor in the amount that GoFundMe takes out. Mm-hmm. And you got to factor in the amount that has already been spent, you know, taking care of Frank, taking care of equipment, you know, buying new stuff. So it's not where you think it is. You know, you'll look at the page and be like, oh, they got this amount. And it's not that. It's not that, you know. So we still need donations. We need support. We need help on that. Please, please, please don't front on us. Take care of us. If you enjoy the show, you enjoy the information, just see us as PBS. PBS has great content, great programming, and we're trying to follow that same model. So please support and continue to do so. Weed Juice in the building. I'll be taking this one finally. This one right here, Mango Mania. Mango, orange, banana, and pineapple. Yes. Tell them, man.
A very good one right there.
What do you have, bro? Like in terms of specials, man.
So all the ZOWHAT listeners always can get the 15% off if they apply the code ZOWHAT.
Wow.
And there's no space in between. This ZOWHAT. That's it. So always when you buy the juice, you can get any program, detox, immunity, 3-day cleanse. Weight loss program is really popular right now, and the turmeric shots are really popular. Yeah. So
cleanse.
Any of those you want, 15% off.
You didn't bring no turmeric shots.
There was none.
It's cool.
No, he didn't.
All right, cool.
Last time I brought it for you last week, and you took 10 days to drink it. But okay.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. He drank one. I let him have one.
I'll bring more next week.
Man, the turmeric shots is the business. Hey, but I appreciate everybody for supporting all of the black businesses that we support here. There's another one right in our face. This one is doing really well now. You want one of these?
I sure.
I know you do, but guess what?
You gonna give me one?
No.
Yep.
I don't think so. See, Kevin tried to pull a fast one on me regarding this last week.
I tried to pull a fast one.
First off, I got 2 shows in this mug. So Kevin, I'm at the car putting stuff in the car, and Kevin walks up. Now,
you were about to leave
he had
your
the box. You know, I could have took this.
No, I didn't. You know. I said you was about to leave the box.
You see, I wasn't going nowhere.
Well, I didn't know.
I'm not going to leave the goddamn total package energy, crazy. You know, I deserve at least one.
Everybody took their stuff
for protecting you. No, this is the business. Let me tell you something. My son gets out of school. My oldest son. I have a younger son as well. My oldest gets out of school in 2 weeks. He's going up to Oakland to work out with the personal trainer behind this. Now, this is the guy who trains DeMar DeRozan.
That's it.
The guy who trains Damian Lillard.
DeMar DeRozan, and you just balling right now.
Listen, let me tell you what kind of black network I'm building. The kid knew he was going to stay with the brother for 3 weeks. 3 weeks of 2-a-days. So he gets up in the morning, like 8 in the morning, 7 in the morning. They work out for an hour. Then he eats breakfast. Then he goes to the gym that my homeboy Marcus secured for him. We got a skills ball handler trainer coming down from Oregon to meet him there. He gonna be there for 3 weeks.
Damn.
So he's gonna get the skills training after the weight training. Now, how Anthony Eggleton does it, you get a day of weight training, then the next day is beach and speed training, then back to weight training, then back to beach training, then back to when they see him again, when they see him again, he gonna be fire. Y'all gotta support Total Package Energy. I swear by this.
Yeah,
I swear by it.
It's off the chain.
It's that good. I swear by it. It's not a game. Here, man. Shit.
Good.
This nigga watching my hand like
Looking at you.
He's like a cat,
looking at you
like
like-
falling like a cat, like a light with the cat.
right. No, it is not a game, man. No sugar, no carbs, no rush, no jitters, no crash, and that's real. That is real. Please continue to support Total Package Energy. Also, my website is awesome, looks great, it's on fire. It's because of this brother from the East Coast. He's becoming a good friend of mine, man. His name is Jarrell Whitefield. Jarrell, right? Jorel Whitefield. Yeah. Triumph Beyond Designs. He's the one who designed my website.
Yeah, the new website is dope.
The new website is fly as hell. And he's always updating it. Go check out the bookshelf. People always ask, what is Zoe reading? I got so many books, I can't send him all of the books that I'm reading or read. So I'm sending him like 20, 30 at a time. And he's always updating the bookshelf. So go check that. You can also donate directly from the website. This dude has laid in so many different features. If you want a website, if you have a business that needs a website, go to triumphbeyonddesigns.com. That's triumphbeyonddesigns.com. My brother over there, Frank, will pull this up so people can see. triumphbeyonddesigns.com. Please continue to support that brother. Black Spot, the Afro social networking platform, the black version of Facebook. Brothers is trying to do it. Brothers is trying to build it. So brothers should be supporting it. Go there, go there, go there.
Nice. It looks nice.
BLAQspot.com, blackspot.com. Easy Boy Web. These are the guys who did my last website. You guys got to continue to support them. Big Old Pretty Girls. Yes. Big girls want to get fashionable too, man. BigOldPrettyGirls.com. Please continue to support them as well. Inez Lewis Photography. Gotta support her. She does all of my photos, all of my professional photos. Please continue to support her. Leo's Web Solutions. If you follow me on Facebook, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll notice that I have little 12-second video kind of presentations for the holographic relationship or the relationship dismount. Leo's Web Solutions.com. He did that for us. Go support that man's business. MVP Services, more visa and passport services. You need a passport? You need a travel agent? Go to MVPservices.com. More visa and MOOR visa and passport services. Please continue to support them. New Republic West. They did my taxes, both personal and business. They not a game. They're not a game, man. NU Republic West. Go there, support them, man. This is
view on the tax.
This is Brother Minister Tony Muhammad.
Yeah, that's a good brother.
That is a great brother.
Man.
I want you to continue to support that brother's business, but it's not just for taxes. It's accounting, it's insurance, it's lending, it's credit. They do a lot of stuff with regards to financial wealth and financial building. You guys gotta support this brother. PanAfricanDesigns.com. Please go there. They got a lot of fly stuff. I'll be wearing hoodies and t-shirts and all type of stuff. PanAfricanDesigns.com. Nubia Apparel. NUWBIA. Love their hats. Funny thing. I'm at the beach yesterday in Malibu. Out there tanning and shit. Chilling. With a young lady I may have. Out there kicking it. Trying to be all close to the water. Fuck that water.
Yeah,
the ocean.
That's Fukushima.
Let me tell you something.
Radiation.
That's what I was saying. I was like, hey, why is the bubbles yellow?
Don't get in
the
that.
Fuck is going
yeah.
on? The dolphins seem happy though. Anyway. The waves kept coming closer and fucking closer. I say, hey, this ain't This ain't a good situation, right?
We need to bounce.
But as I'm saying that, there are more people coming to that spot. I'm going, y'all motherfuckers is crazy. I'm looking at the ocean. The ocean it looks like a living thing to me. Because it is. It's like, I will fuck you up. It's coming. Like, get out the way, nigga. You know? So as it started, I said, okay, it's time to go. Been here long enough. Let's wrap it up. I got the hat from Nubia. I got it tied onto my shorts. I had to jump on a rock to get away from a wave, and the hat fell in the ocean.
This nigga running from the water.
The hat fell in the ocean. The hat is gone.
This nigga running from the water like acid.
I was mad. I was mad as fuck. The hat is gone. The one with the eye, the one that looked like the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, that was
Oh, man, that's a nice one.
Fell in the ocean. The Pacific Ocean. Got it. The girl cracking jokes. Well, maybe the Dolphins can wear your hat. The fuck? Anyway, pissed me off. NubiaApparel.com. Please continue to support them as well. Power in One Clothing. PIO Clothing.com. Love those brothers. Love them, love them, love them. Please continue to support those brothers as well. Ramomar NYC. That brother is doing big things. Please continue to support Ramomar NYC. Ramomar New York. Leather jackets, Ankh purses, crocodile Ankh bags. Just fuck. His shit is just over the top. I'm wearing the Ramomar jacket right now. Bomber jacket. Please continue to support that brother as well. RBGTs. Yes. Those brothers are dope. Super dope. Shepherd Sweets. Candy cakes. She making all type of cake pops and flowers and rose cake pop. Shit is crazy. Please continue to support that sister. And then Mind-Blowing Mobiles. Wanda Trotter. Listen, you get your website from Triumph Beyond Designs. You get your app from Wanda Trotter at Mind-Blowing Mobiles. If you want to see anybody's work, download my app, Zoe Williams. No spaces. Z-O Williams. No spaces. On iTunes. Is it iTunes? App Store. And Google Play, right? Download it and look at my app. This shit is crazy. And she's working on it now to where we're going to do live broadcasts of the shows through the app. That's just about to be crazy. So if you want some cutting edge, state of the art, inexpensive, fly shit, mindblowingmobiles.com. Listen, that's enough for now. I think I've promoted quite a bit. I think I'm supposed to promote somebody else. I know. I just have to fuck with him.
You fucking with me, nigga. I don't give a fuck, nigga. You know me, nigga. Nigga, I don't give a fuck at the end of the day, nigga.
I love fucking with Kevin. I think
you like fucking with yourself.
I think I'm about done. I don't know. Kevin, do you have something to promote?
Yeah, your ass whooping at the end of the show. Everybody's about to get ass whooping at the end of the show. Come down to that fucking radio station and see Zoe's ass whooping.
He's been working out.
I ain't gonna never get no ass kicking, nigga.
He's not taking over none of those already.
Okay. No, Copstop Guardian. Everybody, we just need you guys to go out and support this. You guys are for the people who have supported, we want to say thank you. But a lot of people are probably not understanding what's going on. We're an app that we're trying to raise money for the app, but the main purpose is we're a 501c4, which means we're an organization that will have political power. So the more we build this organization up, things that start happening with the police force, we can actually lobby against that. We can create legislation and lobby and get politicians behind, just like the NRA. So we're trying to build that up. No one else has an organization like this. So please support this organization. It's basically like your own 911 in the car when the traffic stop happens. You click on the app immediately goes to an operator. She comes on, and the phone immediately begins to record video and audio, and the operator will mediate the traffic stop for you. So nothing happens. Everybody's safe and calm. Most people don't know the law. The operator will know exactly what to say to get you home safely through the traffic stop. Also, I have an app, Real Nagas app, and so you can go to realnagasapp.com. And that's the way you can do it. You can look at the app on your phone without actually downloading it until it gets to the App Store. But if you actually want the app on your phone, I'll put the link up, and Frank will put it up for the show.
Well, there you go, man. Shit.
Looking.
Yeah.
Zoe's ass whooping at the end of the show.
That ain't gonna never happen, nigga. You already know, nigga. That ain't gonna never happen. Anyway, I got one more thing to promote. It's a brother who came up with an app called Hoop Maps. It's an app designed to find local pickup games of hoop. Is that not dope?
Dude.
Right? Hoop
That's
Maps.
the deal right there.
Hoop Maps is a mobile app that allows you to find pickup basketball games in your area. The app was started by twin brothers Dominique and Dante Morris. The app is free to download on Apple iOS, I'm doing that shit right now, devices, and will come on Android soon. Hoop Maps. Man, I'm doing it right now. Hey,
why are you out of shape if you play basketball?
Because I ain't played in a while. Doesn't that make sense? This nigga brilliant. All right, we about to take a quick break. I'm going to holler at y'all in a minute when we come back. Today's topic, we'll talk in a second. Deuces. What? DJ Julian Ramirez. Follow him all over social media at DJ Julian Ramirez, IG, Twitter, all of that. At DJ Julian Ramirez. He has all of his mixes. They're all available. There's no Dr. G today, but that's okay. We about to go in on today's topic. Listen, caller-driven show. If you'd like to participate, call us at 323-230-4445. This is the ZOWHAT Morning Show. Today's topic, get out! Get out. How did it sound on Amityville Horror? Get out. Get.
White people, let me repeat myself. Get out. Because if I was talking to niggas, all I'd have said was and them niggas would have been packing. But white folks don't listen, so again I say, even though I got your child in the TV and you're trying to work this shit out, as if you can't find another house, get out.
Ladies and gentlemen, get out. A deeper look at gentrification / displacement in previously low-income areas across America where black people live. True or false? For every dollar of white wealth in America, black folks are worth 6 cents.
Woo!
True or false? Fuck.
I thought it was 11 cents, but all right.
It's 6 cents. Jesus.
Damn, man, not the movie.
A nickel and a penny. Cool. True or false? Is gentrification a sign of economic growth? Is the black community in the Leimert Park area of Los Angeles coming to an end? Yeek. Is the black community in the Harlem area of New York coming to an end? Or is it already over? Is it already over? I don't know.
Coming.
Wow. If racism isn't a factor in school funding, why does research reveal that no matter how rich or poor the district in question, funding gaps exist solely based on the racial composition of the school? Fuck. You just got to look at it. When white folk come to a black area, so does the resources, right?
Right.
But when the resources come, the price of living in that motherfucker goes up, so you can't even stay there to enjoy the fucking Okay, cool.
Peace out.
All right, cool. Get your bitch asses out of here. Is gentrification really a problem? True or false? Most economists say some inequality is needed to reward hard work, talent, and innovation. But a wealth gap that's too wide is usually unhealthy. Now, we've already broken down the wealth gap. Mm-hmm. For every dollar of worth that white people have, black people have 6 cents on the dollar. Mm-hmm. See, I like to ask difficult questions where I merge supposedly disjointed ideas. If feminists are really about equality, why aren't they banging for the inequality, right, of wealth? If the foundation of what you arguing about is equality, what about the wealth gap? That's part of it, right?
They're arguing for feminine equality.
I get it, but I just see that as another splinter.
But they don't want feminine equality. They want the foam off of both beers.
Explain, please.
Please.
Explain that.
Every
sir.
time a woman talks about being equal, she doesn't mean if she's on a cruise ship and it starts to go down, that is every man in himself, every man for himself and God for us all. She still wants to go with women and children first. If there's a disaster, she still wants to be cared after with the kids. That's the foam off the female. The foam off the man is all the good shit that come with being a dude. You don't want the bad shit. You don't want us to be equal when it's a dead rat in the garage. You don't want us to be equal when a nigga is breaking in here. You want us to be equal everywhere the foam is. So I want the foam off of my beer and the foam off of your beer. Drink your shit warm. Bone apple goddamn teeth. That's what you want.
Wow. Bone apple goddamn teeth. No, but like I've been doing some hella research on this particular topic. And when you start looking at like the gap, this is why your neighborhood can get gentrified. Number one, you don't own shit there.
That's right. So
the number one, they say the number one factor for the wealth gap is the ownership of property. I think it accounts for 28% of the gap.
That's right. It.
So if you are a perennial all-star rent payer.
Oh yeah. Done rented from Master Gilmore now for 40 years.
Yeah, you ain't going no damn where.
So you're subject to them saying, hey, guess what? We sold the property. You got to go. At any given moment of, watch this, of your life. At any given moment, like their life is going and moving and your life is going and moving, but your life is subject to the decisions made by their life.
You playing, but I'm going through that right now.
Really?
Bruh, remember okay.
I didn't want to put your shit out.
Yeah, let me put my shit out there. I'm on the plan because this is the only way you're going to buy a house in California. I'm trying to save $500,000 to buy a house that's worth $1 million that some poor bastard wants $7 for. Some poor bastard wants $825, and I'm gonna roll up on him and go here's $750. Here's $7.
Take it.
Now what that means is I'm gonna have to be a renting, scrimping, saving ass because I don't know if y'all know this. I don't sling, so I don't have $500,000 here handy. Well, I rented a house last April. Me and my family, we thought this is gonna be it. It's okay. It ain't gonna be on cribs. You've been on my house. Yeah. It ain't gonna be on cribs.
It's a nice crib though.
It's a decent spot.
Got him a little studio and shit.
Right, little studio. Yeah, decent little
spot. The wife came in with hors d'oeuvres. That's shit.
What we doing? That's another part. I don't want to brag. Bam. I don't want to brag. But anyway, I'm thinking, okay, here come next April. Let me talk to the landlord. Go, hey man, let me, y'all, we done gave y'all 12 payments on like paperwork. I want to, like clockwork. I want to give you 12 more payments. Oh no, we've been zoned for condos, so we're going to tear that down and build those up. So get the fuck out, basically. Oh. So now I had to come out of nowhere because I didn't know I was moving with first, last, security deposit, pack your shit and move because it's not my property.
That's right.
See what I mean?
I'm beholden to them. And the money that I spent, them 12 payments I made, went to for their kids, or if they wanted to build a deck on the back of the house or play mahjong or whatever the fuck they wanted to do, they could do it with my money, and that money is burnt.
That's right.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Well, that's why you have to fundamentally learn the game of the system you're in. Again, we go back to the word and what it means. Gentrify. Gentry means nobility. So when you're gentrifying an area, you're bringing up the class. You're bringing up the class of the area.
Yeah.
So you're in a classist system. Everything that you do is class. This person has class. You go to what? At school, you go to class. I mean, everything is built around the classist system. So unless you understand and learn what the classist system is, you ain't never going to get ahead. Part of that classist system is labeling. So white and black is a part of the classist system.
Class system, right?
It's literally black is black means slave or servant, and white means master. And so when you have these two areas, so take what you call a black neighborhood. literally that just the term
It's a slave neighborhood.
That's a slave neighborhood. It brings down just when you hear it, you say, "Oh, that's a black neighborhood." You think you already get
Oh, shit.
Yep, in your mind. So it would bring down the property value. Even when like if you get more than 4 families moving in a rich neighborhood, in a rich white neighborhood, the property value is going to start to it's going to start to come down.
Right.
the neighborhood.
Right,
Again,
because of who sets the value.
Again,
Exactly.
the upper class.
Exactly.
The upper class.
How valuable is a pick with the fits on it? Well, it depends on who. Okay, it's not as valuable as a 3 wood. You know why? Because most people who use 3 woods don't use a pick with the fits on it. That's why.
And that's the game.
That's the game.
I mean, unless you learn it. So black people getting mad about the position they're in is, it's like you getting mad for landing on Boardwalk and Park Place in Monopoly without knowing the damn rules.
Rent. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You can't afford
but how do you fix that? How do you fix getting mad about that? You learn how to play the game, and then you buy Boardwalk and Park Place,
How about
and then
that?
motherfuckers is landing on your
How
shit.
about that?
That's how the shit is.
Or how about you clean up Baltic and Mediterranean and put some fucking hotels
Bam.
on that?
That's always the strategy in Monopoly.
See?
Give me the ghetto and the railroads, and I'll run your monkey ass out the house.
But you see the game.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
That is the game.
If I get all the railroads, Baltic and Mediterranean, and I hotel that shit, I can't lose.
And I'm gonna tell you, what you're doing right now, that's not even
Because you got to hit that corner. You got to hit that
You gonna hit something, bro?
You gotta hit that corner.
Nigga, you ain't gonna always get an 11 sitting on Park Place.
No,
But
you gonna
gotta
fuck around and
hit
get a 3 or a 4.
You see what they're teaching most people now about buying real estate and all that stuff. That's the lower part of the game. They ain't even teaching you. You ain't supposed to buy property and live in it. You're supposed to buy property
and lease it. Yes.
That holds you down. Again, you go back to the feudal system.
I mean, but let me just say, it holds wealth, but the wealth is tied up.
Right.
Exactly. So that goes back to being a serf. So
Right.
the slave and the serf. A slave or a chattel was chattel property. I mean, he's movable property. A serf was tied to the land. So if somebody bought the land, they also got the slave on the land.
Oh, you go with it.
Right. So again, buying a house.
Got a built-in slave.
Niggas French fries.
So again, buying a house, which also goes back to the feudal system, where you were the lord. It was the house of his family, and you were the serf was tied to the house, the lord's house of the land. So this goes back to the same thing. When you get a house, it ties you into a 30-year, damn near a 30-year
with that
mortgage.
piece of land.
Yeah, and so you
Break down the word mortgage. What it
death
means.
pledge. So mortgage means death pledge.
Yeah, mort.
Yeah, mort. So literally,
Voldemort.
they know what they're doing when they're pulling you into this damn society. They're like, all right, I got your ass for fucking 30 years. When everybody at the top of the game is buying and leasing. All right, I'm not gonna rent. I'm not gonna live in this place. I'm gonna buy it, lease it out, and you want to be moved. They call it being movable.
Right.
You always want to stay movable. That's the game.
So,
that's the
so
name
you
of the
don't
game.
make me. I don't feel so bad about my shit now. Yeah, because I just knew I wasn't gonna be that. To me, when buying a pizzeria, and this is much easier in Atlanta. By the way, if you're listening in Atlanta, that's Monopoly money y'all playing with. Ain't nobody will work at FedEx, and their mama and their husband work at FedEx, and the wife is assistant manager of Best Buy, and y'all live in an 8-bedroom mansion overlooking the fucking gazebo. That's Monopoly shit. Okay. Now, anyway, what you said makes a lot of sense, because to me, the best way to buy property is to put yourself in an instant place of positive equity.
There you go.
Instantly.
Bam.
So you people out there, soon as you got 5%, soon as you got 10%, running in and getting too much house.
Thank you.
No, if you got 10% on one house, you got 10% on a 4-unit dwelling.
Thank you.
So that you don't have to. But your problem is black folks want to look like they balling before they balling. It's so important to them to look like they balling.
That's exactly.
It don't matter how much sense this is. This only gonna make sense to the niggas that's woke.
But see, that comes back to the initial question about inequality in wealth in America. Just take a moment and breathe in. Black people as a whole are worth 6 cents on every dollar of white wealth. So for every dollar, black people worth 6 cents. White wealth is
that big.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It really puts you in a place to go, if we don't work together here,
what the fuck?
This is my 6 cents, motherfucker. Like,
Right. Right.
Can we get together and make 12?
How about that?
Can we pull him in and get 18?
Can we understand? That's the problem. Black people have been taught that a dollar is only what's on the face. We have not been taught that, if you put this dollar in the right place in the dark and water it, you come back, it'll be $2.
Wow.
Ain't nobody told you that's how dollars work. You think that, nigga, I got some dollars, I'm finna take Oh, by the way, nobody with a lot of money takes pictures with it.
Let me ask. Damn, that was profound. Let me ask. They say, and I hear this from my guy, Antonio Moore, a lot. He'll say, collectively, the African American community is worth 2.6% of the nation's overall wealth. Right? I think that 2% would be hella impactful if it was a focused 2%.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Right? This goes back to George Frazier. You remember Frazier was on the show? He has that he's a brother. He has He has the event down in Houston where he brings all these movers and shakers in the black community, and he had that breakdown of where he said individually blacks are doing pretty good. Families, people are moneyed, they're educated, doing pretty good. He said, but these are dots and spots all around the country. He said, now what if you were to connect those dots? Now you have a web. See, a 2.6% of the wealth of America focused means we build an infrastructure. We're building that wealth.
Right.
We're building it as a collective.
Somewhere.
Right. But this is why I keep telling people our biggest problem is our self-hate, which makes us, you know what I'm saying? We get strength from clowning each other, number one. We get strength from putting other black people down. Number two, we get strength from financially shaming other blacks. And then you have to say, wait a minute, collectively 2.6% of the wealth is ours collectively. Whether you think we're a collective or not, the system views us as a collective. That's how they can sit back and go, niggas collectively are worth 2.6%.
Right.
Damn what you think.
Right.
You could be a blood, your cousin could be a Crip. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It don't matter how you view you, they view us as a collective. But within our own community, we don't act like a collective.
Wow, Mr. Jackson, so you own 10 car washes? That's cute. I own 10 million cars.
Wow.
That's the science of organization, though. That's still not. We've lost that knowledge. Like, we go back to the separation of what they're doing right now. They're creating an upper class and a lower class, and they're trying They're trying to wipe out that middle class. And a major way they're doing it is the people at the upper class. They create these corporations and foundations. I've said this 1,000 times. Now, Donald Trump the other day when he came out with his tax plan, some weird ass bullshit ass tax plan that didn't explain anything. They started asking him questions about it and how, and how could people, the lower class, you were giving all these tax breaks to the upper class, to the rich people. And then he said something, he broke people off real quick. He's on the news. He said, what people should do is create corporations and then tax liability shelters. I said, and so he said, you say everyone should do that? And he said, yeah. He said, and so he basically just gave away the game.
I gave you the game.
He gave you the
I'm
game.
to play.
He's like, yeah, if you create corporations and you little tax shelters, then you don't have to pay taxes like that. This will be for your ass too. He basically literally gave the game up.
Oh yeah. So did Bill Cosby. Remember when one of the first, I think it might have been a pilot episode where Theo and Cliff are sitting on Theo's bed going through money.
Right.
And he said, okay, you said $500 is enough. Okay, well, give me 200. He goes, what did you do that for? He said, taxes. The government comes from the regular people first.
That's right.
Wow.
That's right.
Wow. See, and the reason why this is so fucking important, because people always say, well, what are the solutions? What are we supposed to do? And the moment Farrakhan says we need to come together and work together, people don't really take heed to that as a serious solution.
Right.
Like, that's not really a solution. Well, I'm going to say if there was a focused laser, 2.6%, right, of wealth,
Yeah.
we could build schools, grocery stores, laundromats, restaurants. We could build some shit. And if there was an idea, a notion of let's all just be together on this. I'm not going to go to Gelson's. I'm going to go to Nelson's.
How about that?
Right? If Nelson's is Jeff, I'm going to Nelson's grocery store.
How about that?
Now, the Nation of Islam did a microcosm of this back in the day with Elijah Muhammad. Before his son, Warfdeen, after Elijah died, Warfdeen sold everything off. But remember what the Nation of Islam had? They had buses, they had grocery stores, they had all types of shit that they owned.
And they do again.
You see, but what I'm saying, that's a microcosm
Right.
of the African American community. What if that's a macrocosm? Go ahead.
I don't think that's a perfect idea for people who realize that what you're doing is not for you. The new nigga wants results now. The new nigga wants Whitey to go, okay, we've been oppressing you for 400 years. Shit, here it is. That's not how it works. Dr. King was under no illusion that the shit he was doing was for him. None. He knew he wasn't gonna see it. We don't nobody want to start small. Don't nobody want to admit this 2.6. Don't nobody, and I don't think us focusing it. I think that's one piece of the puzzle, but the biggest piece is too scary to put on the table.
Go ahead, put it on the table.
Okay.
Put right here on the table right now.
I'm gonna tease it for the rant.
Oh, that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
This nigga's a producer.
How about that?
Okay, cool. Wow. No, but again, like I was having a conversation with my son New today.
How is the young lion?
He's great.
Good.
He's great, man. About to get out of school, about to end school with a 3.5 GPA.
My man.
Shit.
And then where's he going? And then what's Fresno?
It's all training. He's at Fresno.
Oh, he's at Fresno. Okay.
Yeah. It's all training.
Excellent.
He's got training. But I was just telling him about, generational wealth. Mm-hmm. And I've been studying this shit ever since I encountered Antonio Moore. Mm-hmm. So I said, let me just immerse myself in this. And what I'm starting to see is the only answer outside of black poverty, because when you do the research that this man, he done sent me a bunch of shit, professors
Antonio?
And scholars and
Antonio?
Okay. That people are like breaking this inequality thing down. The only way that I see out is collaboration, cooperation with each other, right? That's the only way I see out. Because I'm listening to him from the perspective of, okay, this shit sounds gloomy. This shit sounds like it's over. Sounds like it's done. Because when you generational wealth grows faster than your savings, than your 401k.
Oh, the last thing you're supposed to do is saving money in 401k.
I said that wrong. It grows faster than the economy.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So the economy is growing at 2 to 3%.
Right.
3% is a great year. Like, fuck, we did 3% as the economy. But your savings and not savings, but wealth. Mm-hmm. You got to understand wealth. Like your home.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
The concept of wealth.
All the shit you have that is wealth and
but that's what
that shit grows at 5%.
Yeah,
right. Wealthy people don't count their savings as their wealth.
Right. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, they do not.
They don't count 401ks or anything.
There's a book out there that was written in the late 1800s. It's called The Great Book of Wealth. And you guys should try to pick it up. It was worth a lot of money. I think somebody's actually copied it and put it on PDF online. And it goes into how all the rich families in the world gain their wealth and how they move through it. It's a very good book. People should get that. It gives the little intricate details of what they were doing. But it also explains just the class of society that unless you understand this, I'm going to keep saying this 1,000 times, no matter what you do, unless you understand the game you're playing, you're never going to win it. I mean, you can fuck around and win by accident, maybe. But efficiently,
you fuck around and win by accident.
Maybe. but you're not going to do it to any efficient level, and then no one else is going to be able to copy that.
Right. But see, come back to this. What the fuck does get your shit together mean?
Wow. Depends upon what shit and
do you understand?
Together with
like,
whom.
when you look at it in context, because the definition of get your shit together means get a job.
Wow. Used to.
That is
for the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, of course,
that's what Big Mama said when she came down into the basement at 10:30 in the morning, and you still laying there in your drawers. You need to get your shit together. She meant get your shit together.
So even when we try to clown each other for not quote unquote having our shit together, it's from a skewed perspective. It's from a perspective of assimilation. It's from the perspective of get with the program.
Right.
Now, the average black person is not going to look at another black person who behaves like Steve Jobs as somebody who's got his shit together. See, you'll try to end result Steve Jobs. But if you follow Steve Jobs, that motherfucker is not on the clock.
That's right.
No.
See, you're participating in the system as a cog. Not as the purpose for the machine. Nigga, you participate as a cog.
You a gear trying to be a lever.
And in your mind, you think your shit
you think you a lever
is together.
And that's the shit I've been saying the whole goddamn time.
See, let me tell you what inequality allows for white folk. It allows for imagination. It allows for creativity. A fucking white man can sit on his ass because of generational wealth, right? The median family in a white family in Los Angeles is worth $300,000.
White man can sit on his ass and dream because his granddaddy bought that chair he's sitting in.
Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. The median white family in America worth $300,000. 100 of it is liquid.
Right.
So you can sit and think, like, what the fuck can I do with this? Whereas the median black family, like Antonio Moore said, take the car out. These motherfuckers just
ain't shit.
So you don't have the time. Then you look at the research from the professor over here at UCLA, Benjamin Carney. He says one of the reasons why marriage works, right, for wealthy people, and he says works better, doesn't mean they don't have high divorce rates either. Just means they last a little longer, is because of one thing. They got money, which translates to leisure time. That's right. These motherfuckers can go somewhere in another part of the world and think about shit.
Right. This came to me in the south of France.
Right. You don't have... Listen.
This came to me on a bus stop in Watts. It's different.
It's different.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm trying to have this discussion. I'm saying niggas is beating niggas up for being what niggas are. And that's broke in America. And the only way niggas can come together and form some type of garrison. You like that word?
Yes, I do.
The garrison of niggas.
The garrison of niggers.
Muster the bro harem. Right? The only way to do that is to come together in some form, some shape or form.
Yes.
But come from where?
Yes.
Another teaser for the rant.
Oh shit, this nigga's teasing.
Like, I'm gonna go. So class. Let's go. Just the breakdown of class. So class goes back to the Romans, where the Romans had to break up their society into 6 different sections, based off of who had more resources. Those people had to spend less time in the armies, if any time at all. And then the lower people who didn't have anything, of course, you had to spend time in the army. So this goes back to the system of everybody at that time was trying to raise their level of class. So a champion, which everybody knows the word champion, a champion only means someone who fights for someone else.
Right. He's
king of the peons.
He's king of the peons.
He's the king of the peons.
Yeah.
And so a champion...
Or pawn.
So a championship was when somebody they would fight for their lord and then win, and their class was raised upon winning in war. So this is where all that comes from. When you seeing people getting so happy about being drafted, and now they're literally their class is raised. Once you get drafted,
they're in a different tax bracket.
You're in a different tax bracket.
And look now, the dude that's in boot camp that graduates this weekend is in a different class than the general who sits on the Joint Chiefs of Staff.
Wow. Wow.
How many deaths are you responsible for?
Wow.
That's true, but again, soldier. The word soldier means coin, so you're just money, literally.
Oh, yeah.
So it's your. I mean, and the person who you're owned by can do anything with their money
with
they want to.
With that coin, he won't.
Wow.
So you really can't say, and you're signing up for it. You're literally volunteering to be that to be that coin. So you can't really say nothing at the end of the day. But again, it was for an elevation of status in society. I mean, people weren't just going in there to fight. They would get in there. Hopefully, they wouldn't die. They would do such great works for their lord, and then their status would be raised, and they would get land and stuff like that.
So, the next question, because when you gentrify a neighborhood, the crime rate tends to drop.
Okay.
You know why?
Because there's more commerce.
You have less people who need.
What the fuck do the police do? They protect industry.
Commerce, baby.
Commerce. So when you gentrify a neighborhood, new jobs come in, new businesses with those new jobs.
So we got to protect these businesses.
They tend to beautify the neighborhood, right? So now we're here in increased force to protect the neighborhood. Anybody from LA knows about Leimert Park. Leimert Park is under major regentrification. Yeah. But not only Leimert Park.
The jungles?
The jungles, Englewood, all of this shit is... First off, the Rams are here.
Yep.
And not only the Rams.
The Chargers
are here.
It's about to go down, baby.
So any area, South Central, whatever the fuck, is about to be regentrified. Right? And if you want to stay,
you got to pay.
You got to pay in order to participate in the benefits that come from regentrification.
We about to raise the cover charge in this motherfucker.
I was just on the phone with my son, and he was talking about how, well, you know, it was smart. He had options as an 8th grader. A lot of black kids don't have options that young. As an 8th grader, it was already known, okay, that's going to be a player. That dude over there, he going to be a player. So he could either, at first he was enrolled at St. Bernard's. Everybody know what's up with St. Bernard's? Private school, Playa del Rey Catholic school. He was enrolled, ready to go. Right? And 3 of the kids that was on that St. Bernard's team, one of them is at Arizona Wildcats. The other one is at Wyoming. Man. You see what I'm saying? And he was at Auburn and now at Fresno State. So those guys went on to go somewhere. We decided, no, we're not going to go there. Right? Because the head coach at the time was, in my opinion, he was too focused on the bigs. I said, okay, this is all you really give a fuck about is these bigs. So I'm going to go somewhere else. The guy who was the head coach at St. Bernard's at the time also was Russell Westbrook's head coach in high school at Lusinger. Right? So I was like, no, fuck that. We're going to leave St. Bernard's and we're going to go to Santa Monica. He had options. Now, everybody knows St. Bernard's, Santa Monica, this different class over there. We live in Englewood, but that was a different class. Right? Fine. Got it. Talking to my son today, he goes, man, that was a smart thing you did taking me to Santa Monica, because everybody that goes to Englewood High winds up getting, not everybody, but a lot of them wind up getting pulled into the Englewood family, into the gangs, into the bullshit, some kind of affiliation, some kind of association, right? So what happens is you get a certain type of motherfucker who's already labeled a certain type of thing And now, watch this. That's just for the gang culture. What about the kid that comes out of Englewood with good grades, right? That goes to a school. Do you know that the return on your degree
It's bullshit.
is different than a white person's degree with the same degree?
That's right.
No, it's equal to your. Oh, I'm okay. Yeah.
You got your rant. That nigga's rant.
I'm stacking the rant.
It'll be a rant stacking.
Yes.
Not rent stacking, but rant stacking. But I think it's important for us to understand when we come at each other without knowledge of the systemic barriers. Because I'm watching this video this morning that Antonio Moore asked me to watch. I want everybody to go check it out. It's from this guy named Tom Shapiro. It's a lecture at Brown University. Anybody who can hear me right now, anybody who gives a fuck about this conversation, go to YouTube, find Tom Shapiro, Shapiro, Black Wealth, White Wealth. Watch the fucking video. The first 20 minutes already lets you know. And he systematically breaks down the barriers. Well, if we took away this policy, black wealth would increase by $10,000. If we took away this policy, black wealth would normalize with white wealth. Like, he talking about the systemic policies that are in place that keeps you the fuck where you are. Then you turn around and go, nigga, you ain't shit, because I got a job working for...
Yeah, fuck you.
For Amazon or working anywhere, you know. Get your shit together.
But again, what is that? You've been what? Hired. It's all about raising your status. You've been hired when you get a job.
With the 3-pointer from downtown.
It's the system. It is the classist system, man. Until you learn it, you ain't going no goddamn where. But Zoe's right. It is the collectively learning the game. If you guys get together and collecting, there's no excuse now. There's all this damn information on YouTube everywhere. You guys can get together once, twice a week, sit down, pull up videos of how to create a corporation, how to create a foundation. These are the organizations that will elevate you in society today. Because like you said, the systems are in place to keep you down, but not to keep organizations down.
Right. It's designed to keep you down.
Not your collective niggas.
Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you're calling from? Welcome to the ZOWHAT Morning Show. Speak on it.
This is Andrew from Las Vegas. What's going on, people?
What's happening, pimp?
Help me to understand something. I got a couple of months ago, I wrote a letter to the legendary Claude Anderson himself.
Yeah.
And instead of getting a letter from him, I got a letter back from his wife.
Okay.
Stating that, well, basically what I asked was, how can I be a part of something like this and have economic wealth for my family and my kids and my the children's and children's children. And basically, she said, without an education, you're not going to go anywhere. So she needed my educational background and so on and so forth. And she wanted me to go to a school where I can basically get a job so I can, study in the growth and the economic part of it and really get into it. So I need to know from you all, because Zoe, you're my mentor. How can I teach my children how to grow economically without giving 10% of your gross taxes to the church?
Let me just say it again. She was right in the sense that, and I don't believe in absolutes.
Thank you.
So I'm not going to co-sign off on you ain't going to make it.
That's just absolutely, yeah, exactly.
No, but she's right in the sense that high degree helps the fuck out of you. Because again, it's like the fucking passport to get into a certain circle of motherfuckers.
The game ain't shit, but you can get into this ain't shit game at a higher level.
At a higher level. And she's right in that sense. Higher education for black people proves higher income. But you got to know the difference between wealth and income. See, just because money coming in don't mean you building wealth.
That's it.
People got to know the difference between that.
The money you keep is vegetables. The money you spend is candy bars. Now, what was I about to say? Oh, yeah, if I may.
Yes.
What you said, brother, about how do you get your kids out of the 10% trap is it sounds like you've done some conscious thinking yourself, and it's going to depend upon how far distanced your conscious level is, your frequency is from the King James Version frequency. If your frequency is far enough to gravitate your children toward question, how old is the earth? Question, next to that, how many years does the Bible cover? And it's audacious enough to say in the beginning. What you're going to have to do is force feed your kids logic and common sense, and then have them make their own choice. But that goddamn King James spell is way too strong to just figure you going to fix it with your kids and it remain fixed. You're going to have to really dig into your kids with some common sense and logic.
And let me just build on that, because just do this, bro. The reality of it is, far too often we rely on sports. Woo! And the scholarship. And listen, whether my son could play hoop or not, that motherfucker's smart.
How about that?
How easy, he's always showed an aptitude for intelligence, for learning, for growing. When he was in 3rd grade, the motherfucker got pulled into the GATE program. Anybody heard of the GATE program, the gifted program?
I was in the
He got pulled into the GATE program. And he was going to leave the Englewood school system and go to this other school system in Rolling Hills. But we went down there and checked it out. Yes, it was super fly, but it was like, we don't want him disconnected.
Right.
This
saw. This is a great place to be disconnected.
Right. We saw the energy, and it was like, no, we're going to keep you here, because his mother and I felt our influence is strong enough. It's stronger than the streets. And the way I was able to do that, I was able to go into the streets with him, right? And police motherfuckers in the neighborhood.
Yeah, don't fuck with him.
Let me get the knuckleheads.
Right. And I befriended them and mentored them as a means to protect him.
Right.
There you go.
Right.
So the respect for me grew, and they knew not to fuck with him.
Gave him a pass.
And he got the pass.
Because he was on he was in a set that they really wanted to be in anyway.
Right.
They wanted to claim a daddy set. But since they couldn't, they got together and claimed that one.
Right. But now I'm going to come, but damn, that's powerful. But I'm going to come back to you, and I'm not saying that move will work for your kid. Maybe your kid needs to go when he shows or she shows that aptitude. Maybe you do take that opportunity. But I felt like I didn't want the environment, because it was the type of environment, and you guys know what I'm saying without having to really say. It was the type of environment that I knew would bleach his ass.
Hey, New. Hey, we're going over to see a lacrosse game. You want to go?
Right. I knew it would fuck with him in a certain way. And I was like, nah, my nigga.
Bleaches.
Nah, okay.
Hey, Dad, can I have some s'mores?
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this real quick.
Yeah.
Now, so me and you had this particular conversation before with me and my wife. Now, it's gonna be a struggle, because she believes what she believes was in the Bible, and I believe what's inside of you. Now, which is God. There's the inner God in you, and she believes in some spooky, incompetent father figure who's white and falls down from heaven and is going to give you a house in the hills somewhere. That's not going to work. Man.
You see, here's the problem with that. No matter how much convincing you try to do, that's just going to cause her to dig her heels in more. Yep. Because it's God. It's a God.
Right.
It's God, bro. Like, you can't be like, nah, that's the wrong God. Right. You know what I mean? Like, you can't really say that.
How you gonna tell me Santa Claus really wear orange?
Right.
That's Santa Claus, nigga. Stop it.
Right. So what has to happen is example has to lead.
How about that?
Because as you evolve, see, a lot of times with our folk, we'll learn a smidgen of something. And I'm not saying this is you, bruh, but I'm saying we'll learn a smidgen of something that disconnects us from the bullshit we were taught. And then we automatically elevate ourselves to professor. And then we start trying to teach.
Oh, my God.
And it's like, no, hold back on the teaching. Keep learning and keep changing. One or two things are going to happen. In quantum entanglement, when motherfuckers are entangled, when particles are entangled, you change the quantity of one or the quality of one, the other one automatically changes because they're entangled. So what you got to do is change you. Keep growing, keep evolving. One or two things are going to happen. She going to change with you or y'all going to move apart.
Exactly. Now, if I may add to that, brother.
Yes, sir.
What I'm going to guess has happened because, you know, I like to believe that most black people are born Christians. The ones that learn how to read leave. What you going to have to do is, and this is, bruh, this going to take a long time. This fucking spell is 500 years old. This may be above your warlock power and mine. If I were you, this is what I would do. The next time your wife quotes a verse from the Bible, say these words. Interesting. What was said right before it? What was said right after it? And who was God or Peter or Paul or Moses or Job? Who were they talking to? Most black people cannot answer those questions because they have not read the whole Bible. What you are going to do is force your wife to realize through a copious study in order to answer your questions that she's dealing with some bullshit. Send her over to 1 Corinthians 14 where it says, 2 Corinthians 14 where it says women should go to church and shut the fuck up. Ask her how she feels about that. Just start pointing shit out.
Or more importantly, who the hell is King James?
But see, let me come back. Let me just.
That's too much, bro. That's too much.
It back. Let's reel it back. Here's the thing.
From the free throw.
That's starting a war.
Yeah, I don't want to start a war.
That's starting a war. Again, you just got to change. You got to keep growing. Now, understand this. Children or in a household, 58% of the communication is nonverbal. As you continue to grow and evolve, you think that ain't going to affect your boy or your girl?
Yeah.
They're going to be like, something's up with dad. This motherfucker's on some other shit.
How about that?
And spiritually, they're going to connect to that too. You see? And then, you understand what I'm saying? Anything that's done by force is going to create a war.
Yeah.
And something you can do on her vibration, if she's really wanting to understand the word of God, tell her to read the Bible with a Strong's exhaustive concordance. Because then she's going to really start to pull out the real meaning. And then once you really start to see that shit, you actually move away from that shit because you see it's not the spookism that people been learning for the 500 years.
Now,
then the flip of that is creating a space where you guys can challenge each other respectfully.
Right.
Absolutely.
Intellectually. Listen, we have a day where we can sit down and really have real discussion, objective, non-combative, but real discussion.
Right.
Right? So at the end of the day, where did you learn Christianity? Did you choose it spiritually, or was it, or is it conditioned? We were all born here.
And if you chose it, what else was on the menu?
And what does it mean?
Right.
What did you choose it from?
But you got to establish a relationship where, see, first off, having a conversation about God is just like having a conversation about money.
Right.
A lot of people have a very difficult time in relationship talking about money. You know, niggas got secret accounts. Niggas got bad spending habits. Niggas got poor credit. People are really afraid to sit down and have a real, what the fuck do you know about money conversation? Religion is the same way.
Yeah.
So if you approach it in an aggressive, because even when somebody is trying to help you, a lot of times that helping hand is seen as a fist trying to punch.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's seen as an attack.
And another thing, brother, that you have to understand is that this system that your wife is plugged in is custom made to make her comfortable in her position. you uncomfortable in your position.
Wow. Yeah.
And whenever you speak up about your discomfort, you're at a decided disadvantage by design.
Wow.
So you are going into a rigged game. You cannot run into the rigged game.
As a rebel.
Yes. You so yeah. And
Reckless. Yeah.
I feel you, brother. Sisters are who this whole system is set up. Sisters have breastfed this system the same way mammies used to breastfeed little white babies.
Fuck.
This system is breastfed by the sleep sisters. When them sisters wake up and figure out who is sucking on their titties and got them down at Sally's Beauty Supply and got them imitating women who are imitating them and got them running their men off and got them worshiping some fucking sky daddy that has nothing to do with them. Brother, that is a huge. You and your wife, you and your wife ain't gonna fix this shit in 2 weeks, bro. I'm gonna tell you that right here. Your wife is stuck over in the should have come in the Chevy, should have come in the Cadillac, thank you Jesus lane. Now, I don't know, and I'm gonna ask you a question about your finances, and I don't mean to overstep, but do you and
that
your
means
wife
he's gonna overstep.
Exactly? But do you and your wife have passports?
She does, I don't.
Okay, get you a passport tomorrow, or start the paperwork tomorrow. Do you think you could put together the money to maybe in a year or two go to Egypt? It's to get 2 round trip tickets, stay in a hotel, and go on a tour. Do you think you could do that?
$5,000. It's going to be a long stretch, but I believe we can do it.
Well, if it's worth it to wake your wife up, save $5,000 and take your wife to Egypt so she can walk in the caves that I walk in and have them explain to her the stories of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, David, and
Jeff.
Jesus on walls that predate Christianity by 100,000 years.
Wait, I agree with Jeff, but I want you to keep the $5,000 in your pocket and go to the library.
Library ain't gonna work.
No, I'm just saying, there's books. I mean, you can look up Ashwa Kwesi. He has so many lectures on it, and he's actually in there.
Renoko Rashidi.
Those are fantastic lanes to get in for
listen,
a dude.
And listen, and I'm not saying that you're incorrect. I'm saying you're absolutely right. You do have to have the physical experience. I'm not denigrating that point.
She do.
Right. But what I'm saying is
you don't.
But
chicks do.
But this is what I'm saying. Black folk. You heard when you said $5,000, like the stutter box came in. Yeah, understand it. Okay.
$5,000 is a little steep, but damn.
No, that's what I'm saying. I got your back, brother. I'm trying to keep the $5,000 in your pocket.
What is steeper? What is steeper, brother? $5,000 or the hell you living in till your kids is grown?
Ooh.
And that I can't answer that. I can't answer that. That's on you. I'm trying to tell you. You need to find a way.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but my son keeps calling me like crazy. But back to this economic empower thing. How can I teach my children to go upon that?
Watch this. This is some basic shit. I tell a lot of people this, and I'm going to tell you. Because I did it before. Kevin was there. As a matter of fact, it was Kevin's ass who brought this shit to my attention.
Was that?
Many years ago. Nigga, go buy an ATM machine.
You can buy used one cheap.
ATM machines, bro. Passive income. Save some money. You know how simple it is to do an ATM machine? You could walk into a barber shop in the neighborhood.
No, hey, dog.
No, y'all don't have an ATM machine? Well, guess what?
I got one.
ATM machine, $2,500. For the price of your Egypt trip, you can get 2 of them. And then let that motherfucker fund the Egypt trip.
There's that.
Passive income.
Passive income, bro.
That's another.
And you could tell a barber, hey, man, this machine is going to be more consistent in paying a booth rent than the nigga next to you cutting hair.
Right.
It's going to bring traffic into your barbershop.
It's going to be people that don't need a fade that do need $20 that's going to come in here.
Do you understand?
That's just one.
Listen,
I have a lot of. I noticed I have a lot of learning to do.
watch this. Here's another one. Here's another one. Did you know that in some cities in America they've deregulated parking meters?
Yeah, you have private parking meters.
There's private parking meters.
Yep.
I'm not.
You know why they deregulated parking meters? Because the city is like, yeah, to change, we get the money. It you know,
But it's not worth the shit under our fingernails.
we'd rather have the ticket
Right.
that the fucking cop is gonna write when the meter expires.
So y'all
So
can keep the change.
The change is 50 cents, $2. Okay,
Add
we'll
that shit-
deregulate that shit.
Add that shit
because
up
the
over
motherfucker-
20 meters.
Right, the motherfucker in the high rise who can't get down here because he's in a meeting is going to get hit with a $60 ticket.
Yeah. So you can keep them $2 he put in there.
So they deregulated. In some cities, they've deregulated parking meters.
Wow.
See, it's
Well,
little.
don't come to Vegas because you know it's $8 to park.
You see what I'm? So
Oh.
it's little basic shit like
Wait a
that that
minute.
can keep you in the money loop.
Back up, bro. You live in Vegas?
Yes, sir.
Are you a doorman?
Okay.
You better quit your fucking job today and go be a doorman. You know how much money doormen in Vegas make?
Again, dealers. They make,
Oh my God, them blackjack dealers?
They
You
make
better learn how to
bank.
deal blackjack this afternoon.
get
Them
paid,
dudes
boy.
get paid. And
But-
I mean
but I'm
in
saying-
cash.
And Jeff is on some good shit right here. But I'm also saying you got to educate your kids on money. You
Yes.
get the meaning of money,
What
the
the-
purpose
yes.
of money.
What
Yes.
the people who have money, what they're doing.
Money is not supposed to define you.
Yes.
This is what money is, bro. Just listen to me real quick. Life
Yes, sir.
is a living canvas, and money
Is
is
the
the
paint.
paint.
Come on.
That's what money
That's
is.
what all money is.
Money is not supposed to be your definition.
That's right.
Picasso wasn't defined by his work. He was the definition. That's a Picasso. If I painted the shit, they'd be like, that's some bullshit. Because it was
That's a
Picasso.
Zoe Williams. Get that shit out of here.
Do you see what I'm saying? It was because it was Picasso.
This might help you, brother. How old are your children?
My children, my daughter is 5 and my son is 2.
Oh, perfect. Stop right now. Tell your 5-year-old daughter that for the next, oh yeah, that's a long time for her. For the next week, and do it week by week, when you talk about money, she cannot use the term money, dollars, or cents. Tell her she has to use the term privilege points, because that's what money is. It's privilege. It's not power. It's not class. It's not status. It's privilege. Because there are certain things, I don't care if you hit Powerball tomorrow, you can't buy the White House. There are certain things the Russians are trying. You can't, yes, you cannot buy. There are certain things your money won't buy you. Right now, if you hit Powerball, bro, you and your family cannot move over here in Hancock Park. You can't move off of 3rd and Highland. You're not going to, the Jews live over there and they're not going to sell you a house because your
It's not gonna happen.
your
Yeah.
money's not good over there.
Yeah.
So teach your children
Your
now.
money might as well be brown.
You might as well be standing there with a handful of shit. Okay? You cannot buy a house with 700,000 pounds of shit over there or $700,000. So teach your kids that money is privilege. Teach them that hope is a dirty 4-letter word that is to be replaced with the word plan.
Well, and you know what? Here's another one. I love it, Jeff. This is good back to back
Just
right
like
now.
freedom.
Wait, here's another
Yes.
one. Here's another one. As early as you can, set up a savings account and show them how to work it.
Yes.
Like any money you give them, you got to teach them money is about use, but it's also about saving.
Means to an end.
It's a means to an end. So get them a savings account and let them know every time I give you $20 by
Yes.
mandate, you're supposed to save 5 of it or $750 of it.
And tell them that the money they save is not for things they want. They are to save money in order to acquire things that will make them more money
Wow.
for the things that they want.
That's good shit. Hey, brother, I hope we helped
Yeah,
you a
hope we
little
helped
bit.
you.
Thank you for the call. We're about to take a quick break. Caller, there's another caller on the line. We're going to get to you. We might as well get him now. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name's Adam, calling from Englewood.
Adam from Englewood. The wood in the building. What
to
up?
no good.
What's up? I want to talk about gentrification that's happening over here.
Yeah, speak on it, man.
And everything. It's like I remember watching documentaries and stuff when I was a kid, and like about gentrification happening in New York and stuff. But I never thought I would get to see it like firsthand. And now I'm older. They're building this stadium over here. They got this fucking train track that they're building on Crenshaw and stuff.
They got it. Hey, they rebuilding that whole area.
Get the fuck
redoing
out.
it for niggas.
Get out.
Yeah, all those businesses that are up and down there, they're suffering. They're like kind of protested for a while, but they shut it all down. And now
Niggas don't go to
that
football
train track
games.
Yeah.
Football
Well,
games.
here's the thing, and he's
No,
right.
niggas do go. They just go to play.
Right. They pay to watch.
They play. Niggas go.
Yeah.
It's usually almost 22 niggas on the field for every play. It's
right.
those niggas that are the problem we have here because
Right.
those niggas are under the biggest money trains.
That's true. And the 75% of the people who buy tickets are the Caucasian people.
There you go. Now, if them niggas said, "Ain't none of us playing till Kaepernick get a better deal," if them niggas said,
There's got to be a lot of them moving in here too.
Oh yeah,
in Jungle,
that's
there's
your
a lot
problem.
of white people moving in.
Yeah. Listen.
And they've gone up on the rent. There's like a couple hundred now.
Exactly.
My grandma lives in a small apartment.
Listen,
pays
people-
almost $1,300 to stay here.
People don't realize what Compton used to be before it became.
Yeah, it was nice.
Come on,
Oh,
dude.
Compton was.
People don't remember.
What was Compton
listen,
in 1970?
Yeah, people don't know what it was then. People also don't
Horses didn't
remember.
come from nowhere.
People also don't remember Englewood early. Early Englewood
Was rich.
First Englewood is what? 7 minutes from the airport, which is basically 7 minutes from the ocean.
I was about to say, add another 7 and you're at the beach.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like, people don't understand. They're going to turn Englewood into another Huntington Beach.
It was that before, and then it got.
They
it
about
went
to bring
down,
it
and
back.
then they about to bring it back.
So people will say, well, what are we supposed to do as a race? Listen, we are end user people. We always on the user end of some shit, waiting for somebody to figure out a problem for us. The bottom line is, the shit that makes the most sense to me, come together, work together. Listen, quick story. Thank you for the caller, bro. Thanks for the call. Appreciate you, Englewood in the building.
Love your show. Love all you guys' work.
Thank you.
Nagas,
Thank you, brother.
On everyone.
Thank you, brother.
Thank
I'll see you on 5150 tomorrow.
Thank you, brother.
My man.
And let me just say this, man. The shit pisses me off. I love my great uncle to death. Now, I went to my great uncle's house the other day. Stupid, super fly, baller shit in Dina, on the east side of Dina. Just
yeah.
it's
East side
ignorant.
of Pasadena. Yeah, that
It
is.
is-
Oh, yeah.
Went to the crib. I was like, "Oh, this where you live, Uncle?" He was like, "Yeah, boy, come on in, watch the Lakers game with me."
Yeah, this house came with two of its own white people.
Right.
My own white servants.
No, the shit is super fly.
I call them French fries. They came with it.
But when I got of a certain age, I never understood why he sold his 3-story brownstone in Old Town.
Uncle. Yeah.
In Old Town, Pasadena. Now, I got another uncle who's on the police force, right? And he told me years ago when I had my bookstore in Altadena, he said, "Oh, we about to change all of Northeast, Altadena, Pasadena. All that shit's about to change." Now, he's a police officer, but he's also a civil engineer.
Oh, yeah, they get the word first.
So on Lake Street, you know that when you're driving up Lake Street and past the light, there's an entrance onto the freeway? It's either Lake or Farrell's.
Right, I know what you're talking about.
There's an entrance. This nigga designed it.
Farrell's, where you come in, the ramp goes down and goes
It goes
east.
down. Yeah, my uncle designed that.
Get out of here. Yeah,
Right.
okay.
He lives in that first development up in Northeast Altadena, Lavinia.
Oh, shit.
He was there first because he told me, he was like, "We're about to change all of that." He was part of the little committee.
He part of the don't tell nobody committee.
And
Don't tell
again, he
nobody.
was like, "Yeah, the city about to change."
Don't tell nobody. We finna.
That's one uncle. The other uncle had the 3-story
Right.
brownstone on Colorado. December 31st every year,
I was about to say,
the whole family, we down there, to chill, New Year's, all these people out on the street sleeping.
Watching the Rose Parade.
Me and all the cousins is out sweeping for baddies. to bring back to the studio.
Sweeping for baddies. Sweeping for baddies.
Yeah, we're gonna make it nice and neat. Don't go get
Sweeping for baddies.
Hey, sweeping for baddies.
Okay, yeah, your dick's the general manager. Go
Right.
ahead.
And I'm telling you, we down there on security for each other. Because if somebody brings a baddie, we're in the basement. We got the bedding and everything laid out. So we're on security.
Right.
He down there handling his.
Yeah,
We're in front of the door.
We in front of the door.
And so we're rotating the whole fucking night.
Play Russian roulette with your sperm. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, it is what it is. It was shit.
on
We
now.
were
I understand.
kids,
I know,
right?
I know.
But then the plan turned into we're going to regentrify Old Town Pasadena.
How about that? How about that?
Now, it's what is it now? It was something. It's something 54. But
the 35er?
No, not the 35er. That's down the block.
Okay.
It's literally 4 buildings,
That way.
4 stops west of, or east of there.
4 stops east.
It's in between
Crossroads.
It's in between Fair Oaks
okay.
and Marengo.
Fair Oaks and Marengo. Okay,
It's some kind of 54 something, but back then it was called Studio 54. You saw it when Curtis Blow did the video.
I know what you're talking about.
Right, he did the video for the King Holiday celebration.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that song? They recorded that whole song in that studio because we had a professional studio in there. Nigga, that was the family spot, right? We was there. That shit was fun. But when they came to him with that bread,
Yeah.
when they stepped to him with the plans,
Yeah.
Mr. McWhirter.
Right. I know it's.
He took the cheese.
I know
the
it's
cheese.
worth $500,000, but here's $3 million.
He took
on
the
some
money.
of that shit. Yeah.
But I often sit back and I wonder, I go, God damn, what if you would have kept that? Imagine what that 3-story brownstone would be
Thank
worth
you.
today.
Oh my God.
Before then, downtown Pasadena wasn't shit. The only thing we had downtown Pasadena was the mall. And you see the mall in those old Fresh Prince episodes, they'll show the back of the Pasadena Mall as they transitioning from scene to scene. That's all we had downtown. Now, the average foot traffic, we talking about the average income of the foot traffic in Old Town Pasadena. You know what it is?
600.
No, it's not 600. But it's about 150, 120.
Oh, yeah.
Just the foot traffic.
Yeah.
So when you bring in different businesses, when you regentrify an area, you bring in all of these opportunities, you bring in all of this security. And then if you don't do that, the crime is there to fester, right? Because it's feeding on itself. And they don't mind you fucking up yourself. They start minding when you fucking up they shit. It's fucked up to say, but goddamn, that's just what it is. Look, we about to take a quick break. We've been going ham. When we come back, you already know. It's Jeff Brown's intellectual rant. He's been taking notes all show. I don't know what the fuck kind of menagerie is about to come out this nigga's mouth, but it's gonna be crazy. Jeff Brown, we'll be back in 2.2. Dash Talk, ZOWHAT Show, Dash Radio. Hey, the ZOWHAT Morning Show, back in the building, Dash Talk. I'm Zoe Williams, your host. Today's topic, get out. A deeper look at gentrification / displacement in previously low-income areas across America. It's real business going on right now. We're trying to figure it out. True or false, new businesses that open up specifically to cater to new residents bring new competition to the old ones, further straining the local community. A lot of times, old businesses get flushed out. They try to switch up their inventory. Oh, it's new people here want higher quality stuff. They try to get that in. The older people are still moving out, transitioning. It's a tough time for them too. Some of those businesses just go out of business because they can't afford the new stuff that the new residents want.
Right.
Get out.
Get out.
Get your shit and get out. You didn't own this place anyway. No. All you did was burn it down when you got mad at us. Now we coming back to take this shit.
And when we knew you was going to burn it down, we went up on the insurance policy.
Jesus. Jeff Brown's
Yep.
intellectual rant is about to be hot monkey lava.
How about that?
I would love for you to speak on this at
How
length,
about
sir.
When my man Zoe says we need to come together, the question is, from where? Where are you coming when you come together? Who are you bringing? And what do they think? What is together? We haven't thought about what together means. And for some of us, it's a bit too expensive. Here's what gentrification is. Imagine you go down to the Y to play with your boys all the time. You hang out at the Y. Y'all be at the Y. Well, one day, while you sitting in the Y, it starts to turn into the Forum. All of a sudden, now you and your boys can't just roll in and shoot when you get ready.
Is that magic?
Exactly. Nigga, I used to park right there. No, that's valet.
Byron Scott right there?
That's Byron right there. I know this is...
Go ahead. Just go ahead.
Keep going, man.
I'm trying, but I had this shit on my phone. I got a new phone, and this phone ain't shit! Hold on a minute. We're experiencing technical difficulty. There we go. Okay. For those of you who are caught up in those 4-year degrees that you get, understand that a black Harvard degree is less than a Donald Trump.
Wow.
Look at your degree for real. Look at what you're still dealing with your master's degree in your really nice car. When you get pulled over, you and your $3,000 suit are sitting on the curb like any other, like you might as well be rolling 60s crib, because that's how they see it. What we need to practice is what the Asians practice, which is communism inside of democracy. What I mean is when you get... Gentrification is not entirely bad. Gentrification is only bad when you take the money and spend it like a consumer. When you do your deal like a consumer. When they come to you and you take the first pencil. Instead of going, yes, absolutely, I will sell my property for double what you just offered.
Right.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to check the market value. You offered me $600,000 for a $500,000 property. I will only take $1.1 million, and I will go up $100,000 every time you finish a sentence that is an objection. Then, because they want your property. They want your property. It's worth 50 times what they offering you. The motherfucker standing in your face could go in his glove box and buy.
Yep.
They just lowballing you. Make them fucking pay. And when you get the money, don't use the money like a consumer. Take the money and do something else with it. What's wrong with these old, I'm going to say it again, and I'm stealing it from Minister Farrakhan. What is wrong with buying up these dilapidated properties, demolishing them, and turning them into farmland that the gangbangers protect? We need to develop communism within democracy, or we're going to die. The way back is the problem. The way out is clear. Get an education, shoot a basketball, star in a movie, and you can get out of here. How do you get back? You don't. This place is crazy. These niggas ain't shit. You gonna get shot. It's all the shit they telling you to keep you away from the true answer. Because what happens is once you become one of those visible people in one of those places that I just mentioned, you can only get into those places by being asleep. That's why you have to dream your way into them. The people with the most visibility are by design in the deepest sleep. That's the big issue, is waking up the dudes that's down there on the field. Waking up the dudes that's telling the jokes and singing the songs. Because without them, white supremacy, gentrification, Flint water even, none of this shit works. without your tacit participation. I'm done.
Wow. Jeff Brown and his rants, man. They are special.
It's not being bought out. It's what you do with the chips.
What you do with the chips. Not being bought out.
It's what you do with the chips. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Are you gonna? Yeah, when they give you your chips, are you gonna? Yeah, when they give you your chips, are you gonna sell them at the Super Bowl party or dip them in guacamole and eat them yourself? That's what you're doing with your chips, man.
Oh shit! Hey, I'm gonna come back to it. Like I said, true or false, businesses have a hard time catering to two types of clientele, though they often try to do so in order to stay in that community. And a lot of those businesses in the Leimert Park area are struggling. A lot of them are struggling. First off, you struggling because of construction. A lot of construction in front of the buildings.
How about that?
Some of them are still open for business, but how am I going to get around there to you?
Yeah.
Here's how. Right. Understand that the Underground Railroad wasn't sponsored by Nike. And if I'm going to have to go a little further and do a little more to spend money and not get as good a deal dealing with my own people. Fucking what?
Watch this. Not for no niggas.
Right. Fuck them niggas. And yes, here's something else.
That's the thing that hurts the most, because that is a prevalent mentality in our community. Now, I'm not finna do all of that
for them niggas.
This ain't no name brand shit. This ain't like no Gucci or some shit that I really covet.
Their businesses are seen to be as more professional too when they come in. So
well, they are. You can't. Okay. Here's the thing. Is you cannot, like when a sister asked me how much money I got, I said, well, who are you comparing me to? Are you comparing me to this white dude who got his money from a dude who got his money from a dude who got his money from a dude who got his money from making money off the backs of my people? Or is that who you comparing me to? Then maybe I don't have that much money.
No, I ain't got that kind of money.
Brother Zoe, question. Both of you brothers. What this came to me again while I was high. Well, how would this work? What if to these sad businesses, these black businesses that are making some financial mistakes, but more than that, they're making customer service and social mistakes. What if we got a coalition of brothers and sisters together to do an intervention on these businesses and sit down with the owner and say, look here, this is coming from a place of love. We ain't mad. We want you to grow, and we want to keep bringing our money here. We want to look up in 10 years and see 5 of this establishment all over the hood. But that's not going to happen with these horrible heifers that's turning away your customers. That's not going to happen with your bad customer service and your inability to show up and open up every day at 9 o'clock. We're coming here in love because we want to spend our money here. If you don't do this, we're not gonna.
We're not gonna.
Does that mean anything to you?
Nope.
Okay, then we don't. Then we move on to the next business, and we find people who are in that, and then we start with our own Better Business Bureau seal.
Oh yeah.
Little Afro.
There you go. That's
a
Better Black Business Bureau.
How about that? How about we start the Better Black Business Bureau?
Yeah.
You know how I feel about that other B-boy.
Okay.
Go lay down over there.
The Moorish.
That serves no damn purpose whatsoever.
How about the Moorish Better Business Bureau?
Yeah,
I don't give a shit.
I wouldn't even call it that. I'm
just
saying,
for the sake
what would you call it, Kev?
I don't even have a name. My substitute name for black people is melanated. But I'm saying, come up with something that doesn't have
Business Bureau.
I like melanated bank.
Hey,
that sounds like amalgamate.
That's great too.
Melanated bank.
I'm just saying something that doesn't come with such, a stigma as the word black. When you go black businesses, you already starting off, whether you already starting off at a lower class in the realm of business.
Okay, well then, business owners who aren't white, business owners who have at least a quarter pound of macaroni still floating in their stool from Thanksgiving. Those people. That's who I'm talking about. And you can call them whatever you like. Okay, but the Klan calls them niggas. All right, whatever you want to call them. I don't care how you size it up. But that's your mission. Should you decide to accept, you come up with the name since you make the biggest deal about it. Because right now this feels like when I drive down the street with my wife and go, "What do you want to eat?" I don't know. Chinese? No. Greek? No. Yeah. McDonald's? No. Burger King? No.
Well, no, that's not what I do.
That's what it feels
I've been
like.
saying melanated ever since we've been on the show.
You just said
but as far
I don't
as business,
have a name.
Well,
But not that.
as far as for business, I'm saying even melanated would come up with a stigmatism with that. I'm just saying
that's why we put you on. It's on you, Kevin. It's on you, Kev. I'm putting it on you because you make the biggest deal about it.
Right, you make the motherfucking.
You make the biggest deal about it. You fix the name.
I make the biggest deal about it because I'm showing people what's holding you back in society. Now, if you don't give a shit about that, then move the fuck on.
Then make the name, goddammit.
Shit.
Okay. Not unlike the interior appointments for the 49 Buick Roadmaster, that is unimportant. Okay. Has nothing to do with this.
I'm just a nigga that's showing you that you ain't got no gas in the car. That's why it ain't moving.
And I thank you so
that's
much
all
for
I'm
that.
showing you.
And I'm asking you, instead of telling me that the car's out of gas and what gas does for a car and how the internal combustion engine will not work without it, what I need you to do is get your GPS out and tell me which way to walk for some fucking gas.
I'm told how to get gas. I'm told how to get gas.
All right, so we're past this point. You already said melaninated. We're gonna say melaninated.
Melon.
Did he put an extra?
The Melaninated Better Business Bureau.
This nigga just put an extra.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
The melaninated. The
Melon eliminated.
Melon eliminated.
Melon eliminated.
Damn it, with this shit. Black ain't but one syllable. Shit, we can go back.
They eliminated it. Better Business Bureau. Niggas. Anyway. Shit.
Yeah, see,
that's 4 minutes of my life. I can't
but that's
get
the
back.
other thing. Black is easy to say, which is why another reason black people attach to it.
Okay, so we said melanated. We got it.
Melanated.
But it has to be created. Something that requires our participation, our organization, our collaboration, all of that. But the bottom line is, let me just do this. Let me just go into my final thought.
How about that?
Here we go. Change that beat for me. Yes.
Another Jeff Stone.
Let me just say this. At the end of the day, this is a complex issue. We got to stop beating each other up. It's got to stop feeling good to us. Right? Kicking our own ass feels better than cooperating. Being male, just gossiping and being like little weak-minded niggas and blaming the sisters for everything. And at the end of the day, man, all that shit's got to stop. All of the disharmony, harmony, the acrimony, the enmity, all of that's got to stop. And cooperation, and not only just cooperation, but it has to be educated cooperation where we're studying the system. We're learning what the system or the weaknesses, checking for weaknesses in the fences of the system to understand how to manipulate it for our benefit. A lot of times, man, like I said, we're end user motherfuckers. We're waiting for somebody else to solve a problem so we can participate in the solution. I don't want to participate in a solution that was presented to me from the same place the problem came from. I want us to work together at the end of the day, if we take that 2.6% of wealth that we're responsible for and we concentrate it, we distill it down into this is how we're going to work as a people. Just stop for a second and think about it. It's not rocket science to see Africans working for Africans. I'm talking about Africans who come here from Ghana, Nigeria, who have children that are here, that are second generation, that don't have the deep accent. Right. They sound like you and I, but they still remember, I'm Ghanaian. I'm Nigerian. And I'm working for that goal and for that purpose. Well, the same thing should happen for us as African Americans who were born here. We should start working together. Listen, I'll tell this. I told my cousin, Kenneth Boggs Suits. He's getting ready to get married. Frank, pull up Kenneth Boggs Suits website here. This brother is doing suits for everybody. Dwight Howard, Ryan Leslie, Jackie Long, you know, a lot of people getting suits from my cuz. But I told him, I said, man, you better go get some life insurance. You're only 28. These are instruments to grow your wealth.
Yes.
How about that?
Right? You better get some life insurance. I said, you and your wife, y'all better take some relationship courses.
Borrow against it tax-free?
Right? Just take relationship courses because first off, she needs to be as smart as you in business and finance.
Yes.
Y'all need to take relationship courses on conflict resolution while everything is good. Y'all about to get married July 8th. But, you know, take these classes together because while you're building wealth, you need to also be building conflict resolution skills.
How about that?
Look at how they go hand in hand. What's your relationship built on? It can't just be built on you're a handsome 28-year-old guy that makes suits for everybody. And it can't be built on she's a pretty curly-haired, beautiful woman that likes you and y'all like it. You got to have some substance underneath. Where are you going to send your kids to school? Right? And if sending them to school costs you, you need to start saving money for that now. Good thing she ain't pregnant. But start saving money for that now.
Making moves.
You got to
now.
have a contingency that spells out legacy.
That's right.
Right? You can't have a legacy if you don't have conflict resolution skills. You can't have a legacy if you don't have a fundamental knowledge of money. Money doesn't define you. Money is the paint that allows you to paint the reality you want. Like, a lot of people don't understand that. The word affluent comes from the same word as influenza. It means to flow. Money is lubrication for society. You want to go somewhere? Money lubricates the travel. You ain't got no money, your shit comes to a screeching halt.
Friction.
Grease them,
You got friction in your relationship without bread.
You ever rode to Oakland on the Greyhound, nigga?
So again, let me just tell you something. What was that? World War I? World War II?
Which one? What happened?
Germany?
Germany 2.
That's 2. Einstein had enough money to leave. You want to be able to have enough money to stay or leave.
Wow.
You don't want to be in a position where you stuck. If your neighborhood gets regentrified, you want to have bread to say, well, we can stay here if we want.
How about that?
Being mobile.
You're only as
Name of the
wealthy.
game.
I'm going to wait this out and see how they turn this neighborhood around.
Okay. Yep.
You're only as rich as the places you can leave.
Now, understand, that's one side of the game. The other side of the game is putting the money you've built up with your relationship back into your neighborhood. Now that's strengthening your dollar.
Come on.
Because the same people you do business with, they know you got a business and they come do business with you. So the money you give to them is only the money you receive from them later on.
Right.
We don't have shit because we don't own shit. We don't own shit because we too worried about consuming shit.
To look like we own shit.
To look like we own shit. And then we turn around and financially shame other niggas who ain't got it. You can't financially shame the white man.
No. He in the words of LL, you tickle me with it.
Right. You can't shame him. Nigga, I'm balling, really?
You tickle me with that.
My uncle designed the axle on your car.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
Right, great.
Oh, you a basketball player?
That's wonderful.
You're a basketball player? You know what my last name is? Spalding, nigga.
Right. We have season tickets. We've had it for 37 years now.
Exactly.
I hope you turn the franchise around.
Yeah, because
Little hoppity skippity.
Yeah, because we're still going to have our seats when your knees go out.
Right. Anyway, man. Together, cooperation, collaboration, respect, self-love, self-respect, self-worth, all of that shit. Listen, if you don't have self-respect, self-love, how is your money going to respect you? Your money can't wait to hop out your pocket. Shit.
I've been reduced to the fetal position. How can your money respect?
Your money is dying to leave your
Your
hands.
money waits. Get up, nigga. The mall is open. Wow, your money don't respect you.
Your money don't respect
Beat
you.
you down.
The mall is open.
The mall's up, nigga. How come your car? How come your truck ain't got no 26s on it, nigga? Take me down to rental wheel, bitch. That's your money talking to you, bitch. Take me to rental wheel.
All right, we're done. We're done. Hey, that's
I'm
my
stealing
final
that. I'm
thought.
gonna do that on stage.
I'm stealing it. Hey, continue to support everything that all of us are doing. Go to my website, I am Zoe Williams, to find out more about what we're doing. Kev?
Copstop Guardian. Go to GoFundMe.com/CopstopGuardian. Also, for the status classes, I do private one-on-one tutoring. Also, you can buy the status classes on realnagas.com.
I'm getting on it, y'all. Right now, I'm so busy. Y'all wait. It's coming. The first, right around January, February 2018, the D.L. Hughley stand-up special on Netflix is going to be bananas. Yours truly is the head writer.
Jeff.
I'm telling you, we coming with flame. Woo!
All right, that's it. And hey, check it. Tune in later on tonight, 5 to 7 p.m. Dash Talk Radio, the voice of reason. Kev?
Also, you guys can get the status classes through the Real Nagas app. So you can go to realnagasapp.com. You can hit the status classes or the one-on-one tutoring from there.
There it is. We out. I'm going to holla at y'all in a minute. Deuces.